What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video today. I'm going to be doing a quick review on an interesting firearm called the Judge. This particular model is the Taurus Judge Public Defender Poly, and as you can tell, it's all polymer. This is an interesting firearm because it looks like nothing else I've ever seen, kind of something out of Blade Runner or something like that. Some people like this firearm, some people don't, and so anyway, this is just a real quick review of it, and just wanted to give you my initial thoughts on it and whatnot. If you want a very close range handgun that is big and looks menacing like a gun from the movies or something like that, then this firearm is definitely for you. I personally think the Judge is one of those handguns that appeals to people that just like to be different, like my brother, and this is actually his firearm. The gun hit the market around 2007, really caused a big buzz, and it still does today because it just looks weird. Big and scary, I guess. There's several different versions of the Judge on the market now, and like I said, this particular one is the the Public Defender Poly, and it has a 2.5-inch barrel. The firearm shoots both 410 shot shells and the 45 Colt, also known as the cowboy round. Either of which is going to leave a nasty hole in whatever target you decide to shoot this at. So, at first glance, the gun is very intimidating because it looks absolutely huge. My hands are average hands, and this just seems like a very big gun to wheel around. The cylinder size plays tricks with the eyes, making the gun seem a lot larger than what it actually is. For comparison purposes, I mean, it's not really, the gun is not really much larger than a regular revolver. This is a Ruger SP101 chambered in .357. So, I mean, as you can see, it's really not that much bigger. But the wheel itself, or the cylinder, definitely is a lot bigger, right? So the polymer framed version of the Judge is very lightweight. I mean, it's very lightweight. It's quite a bit lighter than the SP101, and honestly, most of the weight is actually coming from the metal cylinder, making it a little heavy towards the end. Basically the part that goes boom here, so it takes a little getting used to due to the kind of a small grip. This is not the stock grip. This is a Packmeyer grip, and this is a lot better, but the stock grip is pretty small. Putting this on here gives it a little bit of a better balance. Let's see, so ammo. The gun has a 5-round capacity, which seems sort of low for a self-defense gun, but then again, it is a revolver. The 410 ammunition can be used for a wide variety of things, making it possible. Really, the uses for this gun is kind of endless. However, the 410 shells have more recoil than the 45 Colt, so you'll want to keep that in mind. The 45 Colt ammo can be a little tricky to figure out because there are a lot of different types of 45 Colt ammo on the market, and some of the hotter loads should really only be used in larger framed firearms for fear of a possible failure or detonation. So that could be kind of a problem or something you want to look into. The 45 Colt cartridge is technically a hunting round, so it's designed to take down supposedly deer and black bear. Highly doubt it, but at least that's what the interwebs say. So you'll want to keep that in mind before going, all out on it for personal defense use. Still, the fact that you can swap and shoot several different types of ammo is like a shotgun is kind of neat, and I think that's what this gun kind of appeals to in terms of the people that are looking for that. So some of the pros, it does have a 10.5 pound trigger, which was pretty smooth when we went and tested it at the range. So that's kind of nice. It does also have a red fiber optic front sight, which was pretty easy to put on target. The big plus of this gun, unlike other handguns, is the ability to swap up the ammo types. That's really, to me, that is like the biggest benefit or pro of this firearm. Whereas, something like, a Ruger SP101, I mean, yeah, you can. This is a 357, and you can swap in 38s, but if you've got a different caliber, anyway, the point is you're pretty limited with this. Whereas this, you're shooting literally 2 different types of ammo, so it's kind of cool. But as I stated, with the Judge, you have the option of going to basically a handheld shotgun, or you've got the option of putting big holes using a 410 slug or the 45 Colt round. So if you're one of those people out there that likes to use the phrase "variety of the spice of life," then this is definitely something you're going to want to look into. So the cons of this gun, let's go over that real quick. The fiber optic front sight is nice, but the rear fixed square groove cut is kind of weak in my view. The gun also has a very small ribbed grip. Like I said, this is not the stock grip, but the stock grip is very small. The gun, when we were shooting this, it felt as if it was leaning forward when shooting, and at times felt as if it would fall out of my hands, which is definitely something you don't want to happen when you're at the range. The recoil was a lot better than I expected, though, even when shooting the 410 shot shells, but that's not to say it was great. Recoil will also depend on the type of ammo that you're using, so you need to train with this gun using multiple types of ammo to really nail it down and figure out which is going to be the best for you. But in my opinion, no matter how much you train with different loads, the stock ribbed grip will just have to go. It's just too small for average size hands. My biggest issue with the gun is its inaccuracy, which has to do with the shallow cut barrel to minimize the disruption of the 410 shot shell loads. The gun shot all over the place at 15 yards with very little consistency when we tested firing at paper targets. This is no doubt an up close and personal firearm and should be treated as such. I think a lot of people, when they buy this, they think of it as like a home defense gun, or maybe like an anti-carjacking gun or something like that. We did some extensive testing on the different types of ammo that you would use for this, and I'll cover that in a follow-up or a part 2 video, because I think you'll definitely want to know that information. My overall opinion on this, after our testing, we classified the Judge as that perfect anti-carjacking gun due to its ammo load, which is also what Taurus has actually marketed this gun as, oddly enough. But that's not to say it's the only good use for it. It really would be a great gun for camping, hiking, or being used as a rancher's sidearm or something like that. So you'll definitely want to keep that in mind. If you're looking for some kind of a precision shooter or a gun that you can put a lot of accessories on, this is not it. If you're looking for something that can be easily concealed, this is not it. I know that my brother had carried this around for quite a while, during the testing phases, but he's not carrying it anymore, and that should tell you something. It really is a big gun. To me, it looks odd. But looking cool is what it's all about, right? So as for a daily carry or home defense gun, I personally wouldn't recommend the Judge for several reasons: weight, size, and ammo type. Sure, there are a lot of there are a number of ammo choices for the Judge. It's just most of them I wouldn't consider precision defense purpose rounds. And when I'm carrying a handgun for defensive use, that's kind of something I'm thinking about, is precision or accuracy. So this doesn't make the cut there. The gun, I guess, does have a certain cool factor to it, and it is kind of fun to shoot just because it is different. but I just can't imagine using it in a defensive situation with a lot of people around that aren't considered targets, right? Now, again, if I was out camping and was attacked by, a black bear, or was being chased by a horde of zombies during the apocalypse or something like that, then this gun would be right up in one of the top picks. All in all, I mean, it is a decent gun and does what it's supposed to do, whatever that means. So, guys, thanks for stopping by the channel and checking out this video. Like I said, I'll be doing some part 2s or follow-ups to this video with some of the specs, and I just wanted to give you my initial thoughts on this gun, and we can kind of go from there. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. If you've got a comment or an opinion, let me know in the comment section. I really do pay attention to that, and your guys' feedback and interaction really helps me, lets me know that these are worthwhile and valuable videos to you. So other than that, you guys, I don't really have anything else. So until the next time, peace.